Right then, so this is what I'm going to be taking to the Stalking Show. I'm going to do it as two separate videos because I need to basically show you what I've got set out at the minute and then put those away and get the next batch out. So it just gives a bit of a chance and makes the videos a little bit shorter. Right, so I'm going to start off on this bench that I've got in front of me now. Right, so I'm going to start off with my catchers, these three that I've got here. First one is a carbon fibre swirled with yellow and black liners. Brass pins on that one. I've gone for pretty much everything that's got a walnut brown dyed sheath. So that's the first one. The next one here, you might have seen photos, this one's earlier. I put them out on the old social. This one is desert ironwood. Quite a nice dense wood. The pin on it there is like a stag pin that I've got, so they're in brass, black and red liners to it. Again, walnut sheath. Next one here is the K-Tech or C-Tech. C-Tech, which is basically like a hexagonal white resin, orange liners. So there we go, next one. These next four that I've got here, I've actually got another row one. These are all I've done the same. So these have got green canvas MacArthur scales, orange liners. I almost got green and orange mixed up there. But yeah, orange liners, brass pins. So I've got a catcher, I've got a muntjac catcher there, I've got the row catcher version as well, and I've also got a falla catcher. I have got another one of the row catchers, so I've basically done two of those ones. Each one of those comes with the walnut brown sheath and orange stitching, so they've all got stitching to match. I try and do stitching to basically match something on the knife. The next one, I've got a bunch of, well, there's 5 what I call my Coney kit. So my Coney was a small knife that I made, and then I made a smaller version of it, which is the Coney kit. So green Kirinite handle. These have a lanyard on them because they only have a small handle anyway. The lanyard sort of like helps as a sort of like a pseudo handle as well. A little tiny blade, quite easy to. You'll be surprised what you can do with a small blade as opposed to a big blade. So those 5 have all got flat grinds with a secondary bevel. So the flat grind, secondary bevel, all my secondary bevels are done at 20 degrees. I've also got 3 with a Scandinavian grind on them as well. Those have generally got a thicker blade as well. So I'll have, what, 5, 6, 7... I'll have 8 of those in various types on the stand. Moving on to muntjac catchers. So I've got a few here. So first one has basically got shredded carbon fibre with gold flexing, red and black liners, and that one's got a muntjac head pin as well. That one obviously got the red stitching to match up with it. I've got a muntjac catcher here to match up with the original catcher up the top. So that's got the swirled carbon fibre with like a yellowy gold inlay, again with yellow and black liners, brass pins. This one's got a laminated wood. Sometimes you find similar sort of laminations that are made out of, rifle stocks that are made out of the similar sort of laminated material. And it's almost sort of like a lime greeny yellowy liner, a big bright liner to it. And I've tried to sort of match up with sort of a light greeny limey coloured stitching there on the sheath. Next one is an acrylic with, I think it's sort of like a brass inlay on the inside. With thick red liners, quite a thick handle on that one. Again, red stitching to match up with it. Then this one that's a little bit sort of special. This one has been made out of antler. The antler does have voids in it, that's why it's got the black epoxy on there as well, or the black resin on there as well. Muntjac pin on there and red and black liners. So that one's I think that one should go quite well, that one. That's quite a special one. Right, I'll just come into, that's the first lot on that bench. Going on to look on these ones on this bench here. Right, so these ones here have all got some form of glow-in-the-dark, either a liner or an outer with them. So I've got, start off with this 3 here. So we've got a falla catcher, a row catcher and a muntjac catcher. They've all have got shredded carbon fibre with a white liner and then a Kirinite green, neon green glow-in-the-dark liner on them as well. So that's them 3. This one is Kirinite Axis on the outer with a thin orange liner and a thin white. muntjac catcher. Another muntjac catcher, which is something more of the K-Tech, but this is a green K-Tech, which is a glow-in-the-dark material, also with a thin white liner and then the thicker orange liner on the outside. Moving on to three, a fallow, a row and a catcher. These ones have all got a green resin, which is a glow-in-the-dark resin with some white liners. I find that the white liners just help it pop a little bit more. Then moving on to this side, so we've got a fallow and row and also a muntjac as well. These ones have got a toxic green handle, which is the toxic green. It's like a green resin that has a material woven into it, and it's sort of like swirled up a bit to give it a bit of a patterning. But the outer isn't glow in the dark, but the inner is orange turbo glow, which is a really nice glow in the dark material. And then the last one, I've got a little catcher, red liners, red and white, and that's got the Kieranite axis handles. Right, what I'll do is I'll just go and switch the main light off. These haven't been outside, so they haven't got the UV light on it, but I do have a UV light on up there, so I'll be able to show you what they look like. We all look a little bit weird now because we've got the UV light on. These are glowing up quite well. They might look a little bit brighter than what they actually are when it comes through on the camera, but I'll try and dull it down a little bit. Right, so green ones, they're all glowing up quite well. We've got the glow-in-the-dark liners on the shredded one. The shredded bit does glow up a little bit as well, but it doesn't, well, that one probably shows up probably the best. That is the thinnest material with the little white bit on the inside. That one's a little bit thicker and probably needs a little bit more to glow up. But that's those ones. Then we've got the Axis Kieranite. That one's a bit in the shade from a box, so it'll start brightening up. You can see the liners glow up as well. Now, they're not glow in the dark. However, if you've got a torch, one of those special torches that does blood trails, that's a UV torch, it will help you be able to find stuff. Again, the orange is glowing up. It's not glowing in the dark, but the outer's really nicely glowing up. That's probably the same resin or a similar resin to what's in these three that are really glowing. Now these ones, like I said, the outer isn't glow in the dark, but the inner is. But if you've got a UV torch or a blood trail torch, that should help it all glow up. So it doesn't need to glow up itself. I mean, you can even see the stitching starting to glow up as well. And then the last one, Kieranite, and that one's glowing up. Try and do it when it's a little bit darker. That's the dark side that's in the shade, or the dark side of the moon. And that's the bright side that's in the sun at the minute, or in the UV light as it is at the moment. Right, so that's the first batch of knives I'm going to be taking with me to the Stalking Show. I'll put all the other ones away, then I'll put these ones out so I can show you what they are, but they'll be on the next video, which you should be able to see a link somewhere about here, or somewhere. You'll find it.